When most people think about good car games, they usually think about Forza, Assetto Corsa, or maybe even an F1. But there's a whole nother side to racing games that no one talks about, and that is Roblox car games. And in today's video, we're going to be finding the best car games, starting off with Midnight Chasers. So Midnight Chasers is sort of a Nohesi copy, but free, because it's on Roblox. How this game works is you get a starter car, which what I picked was the Audi, and then you get your money up and then buy more cars, which you can see in the store right here. They also do motorbikes as well. So yeah, this game I have played a little bit before and I really do recommend it. You can also like pop up the hood of your car and open the doors and also the boot. And there's also places where you can tune your car as well if you're not happy with how quick it is or the brakes or anything like that. But the main thing everyone plays this for is the actual driving around. Now, like what I mentioned earlier, this is a sort of Nohesi ripoff, if you'd want to call it. But I don't really like calling it ripoff when it's free. Because all Roblox games are free and you can pretty much play it on every console or PC. This is really good fun, and it is like a progress game, so the more you drive, the more money you get, and the better cars you can buy. Now, the actual driving in this game is really nice. And I've just put the car sounds on, so you can sort of hear what the cars sound like as well. So this is quite a good game. It is quite difficult, actually, because you are trying to dodge cars. But the way the cars actually work in this is really nice. They're quite smooth, and you rarely crash unless you're bad at driving like me. So this Audi, I have put an upgrade on it where I've changed the turbo, so now I go way faster and crash a lot more. So I have actually upgraded this Audi to have a better turbo, and that basically just increases the acceleration. None of the actual upgrades increase the total speed, which I do really like about this game, because it keeps the car pretty much the same. You can just change a few things. They also have these trucks as well, which if they're in the middle lane, you can pass through to the other side, which is really cool to have. Very hard to do because it is Roblox, but it is actually quite a fun detail they have added. Now, the roads aren't infinite on this, they do eventually end, but there's always a cut through at the end, as you're about to see, where you can just turn around, and when you're going slow, the cars don't actually do anything to you, so you can actually turn around. But when you get back up to speed, obviously the cars will start blocking you again. Yeah, I highly recommend it. This is why I wanted to show this in this video. This is one of the best, like, Nohesi driving games that I think I have ever played, so I would recommend you check this one out. And it's really good fun, and you can also play with friends and do races on the highway. But before we wrap it up, I just want to show another car to you as well. This is one that I got earlier, which is the Subaru. Now, I have also upgraded this. The Subaru is a bit more of a different car. It's got a way higher acceleration than the Audi, but it's a lot more drifty. Also, I don't know if you saw it on screen as well, there are settings where you can change time of day and traffic and stuff like that. Just in case you don't want all this traffic here, you can change it, or if you're not happy with it being night, you can change it to day. In the bottom left of your screen, you can see a little timer with a reward. You also just get free money for playing, so you can get the cars that you need a lot faster. Now, actually getting money in this game is pretty easy. You've just got to drive around and not crash like me. But the more you drive, the more money you get, the better cars you can get, and then you can also upgrade them. Yeah, I do recommend checking out this. It's really good, but let's go on to the next one. Now, the next game is on screen. I have no idea how to say it, but it's on screen right there. And this is a rally racing with realistic damage. Now, this is quite a mixture of a bit of Forza Motorsport sort of thing, and then also a bit of F1, with a bit of BMG for the actual damage that happens to your car. As you can see on the screen, there are so many cars you can actually choose from, with ones from real life as well. Which I'm probably going to go with the Toyota. Now the driving, like going slow, is a bit weird, but it's because it's designed to actually drive on the track rather than drive on a normal path. You have a little miles per hour and a few buttons which can help you when you get stuck or stuff like that. Now this is quite a good racing one, and if you really just want a free track game, I would recommend it out. This is a good one for if you wanted to challenge your friends to a race, but really there's not much else to it other than just racing around in these cars. Now the Toyota is not a soft body car, so I've decided to go back to sport and show you one of these soft bodies. Now they do warn you that it may be laggy, but I haven't actually tested the soft body one out yet. As you can see, I just hit the back of my car and I've already got a bit of a graze on me already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around this turn and then I'm going to full force into the wall over there if I can actually get past the area. And I'm going to see what the damage actually looks like on these cars. See, you have cars that do have soft bodies and cars that don't. So there we are, that's what happens when you ram into the wall. I've even got a dodgy tyre so I can't even turn properly anymore. And I think I've completely wrote it off right now. I mean, it's still moving. Oh, yeah, I think I've pretty much broke the whole car. I'm not expecting I was going insane speeds, crashed into a wall. But, well, and that's a demonstration of what could also happen to your car when you go full force into someone. But they have pits areas here where you can actually start the races, or you can start it on the track. But problem with starting on the track, if there is other people playing, you're probably going to get destroyed by someone else's car. That's all there is to this actual game, so we're going to move on to the next one. Now, for one of my favourite open world driving games, we are going for Vehicle Legends. So Vehicle Legends is a massive open world game with many races, as you can see over there, to choose from. You can also be in a boat, a golf cart if you really want to, bikes, planes, and of course, cars. And as you can see, every Easter they do a little event where you can get a free car, which I got the last one, which was this little Eggmobile. But the car we're going to be driving is probably the Chevy. Now you also have the option in this game for drift tyres and also just race, rally, and stuff like that. I've got drift tyres on this car, but the way the drift tyres work in this isn't slide around. It just means when you do the handbrake, you can probably normally drift a lot better, but I'm a bit rusty because I haven't played in a long time. The driving in this game is okay. It's sort of what you expect from a Roblox game, but the real reason that you would play this is so you can use bikes, planes, and have a full open world experience. Sadly, in this game there is no traffic, so you've got to try and just drive around while on your own. It works the same as the highway game, where the more you drive, the more money you get, and then you can also get better cars and upgrade those cars. It also has a little desert section as well if you really wanted to go in there, and has a little airport over here for a runway where you can drop your planes. This game is one of the OG sort of car games that everyone, or mostly everyone, did used to play, so I do recommend you check it out. Although it's not the most realistic, it is still a lot of fun. Anyway, on to the next one. Now this next one is Drive Cars Down a Hill. It's a less realistic one, but it's actually quite fun to play. So basically what you do, you drive down the hill, the further you get, the more money you get. So I'm going to spawn my vehicle, which is this massive truck. The cars are very different in this game to one you would normally expect in a normal driving game. But what you gotta do is drive down, dodge landmines, and not destroy your car. I'm going to purposely destroy my car a bit down here. So if you flip like that, your car gets damaged. Okay, it's already got its hood took off. Now what you do in this game is basically drive down a hill. It's in the title, but it is a lot of fun, especially if you like more simulator games as well. Because the more you drive, the more money you get, the better cars you get. There is no upgrading, but it is a lot of fun to see how far you can get, and maybe even challenge your friends to see who can get the furthest. There are also a lot of these massive jumps that will normally, like what happened to me, tear your car apart. Now, the last game, which I weren't sure if I was going to put in, but a bit of an honourable mention, is this. Now, I know the name's a bit different, but it is actually a really good game, so I thought I would show it. Now, it's not your typical driving game. It is a lot of Roblox pop-ups and everything like that. But the actual purpose of it is you basically drive around in a truck. We're going to go with... Oh, you need to go to the spawn area. I've completely forgot. Yeah, you need to be in a spawn area to actually spawn your car. Let's quickly go over here just so we can pick it up. And this is basically a obby, but for cars. So basically, you go down this road. There's a lot of difficult tight turns, really like little road, and massive drops where if you fall a little bit, you're completely done. Obviously, there are some people that just stay still because they don't want you to get through and can ruin the game. That's why I weren't too sure about putting it on. But if you want something a bit more silly and not like a proper game, you could just have this. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And I do recommend you check out most, if not all, of these racing games. Now, my personal favourite is the first one I showed you. I love that game. And it's quite good fun because it's quite a new one as well. But if you have enjoyed, please like, subscribe. This is a new channel and I've got, well, barely any subscribers at the minute. So I will really appreciate it if you do subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.